What's up, guys? It's your boy Chick Smooth.
Ah man, here we go. Sometimes that guilty conscience will eat you up. So yesterday I made a video about Jemele Hill calling out Stephen A. Smith and Molly Curran for having a very soft take and a very light coverage about the Dana White incident where Dana White smacked his wife. Now Jemele Hill is one of the first media personality that's actually called out Stephen A. Smith, saying that not only was his coverage on Dana White very soft, but also he gave Dana White a lot of leeway because Dana White is his friend.
The inordinate amount of times we've had to address subjects like this, we have to maintain consistency in pointing out, you do not put your hands on a woman if you are a man. You do not do it. Dana White knows that. And, you know, all I can say is that, again, he has spoken out against men who put their hands on women before. And whatever punishment you would exact under these circumstances to somebody else is what he should apply to himself. But I love him.
I could see him doing something even stricter just because he's the leader. You know, and he's the leader of men. So just to your point, not just what's enacted to a fighter, but maybe a little stiffer.
Sure.
Because he's the head. I just want to say a couple of things. They talked about being drinking heavily.
Yeah.
When you're under the influence, not shining moments, often people don't make their best decisions. So in that sense, it's a cautionary tale.
Yep.
And in terms of it being an isolated incident, I've known Dana since I was 22. I have the utmost respect for him.
Yes.
And I don't judge people by their worst moment. I agree with you on that punishment part. And the other piece that I just want to say, as a woman, it was also his wife's hands on him. So no one should be putting their hands on anyone.
Okay.
Male, female, female, male.
Well, like I said, you're absolutely right. I don't disagree. I have nothing to add other than I just think it's important that if you're going to sit on this platform, you owe it to your audience to be honest, to be honest and forthcoming. Dana White is not just somebody I know in sports, nor you. He's a friend.
Yeah.
I love him. And I just wish the best for him and his family. And, you know, he knows, he knows how wrong he was to do this. And he knows that we're on this air. He knew ahead of time because I reached out to him to let him know I would be talking about this this morning. He knows that he crossed a line that he has never crossed before and that he swears he will never cross again. And he's incredibly ashamed of himself. And that's just where we are right now. So
I'm not a part of the whole cancel culture, and I don't judge people by their worst moment. And he has a beautiful family.
Yes, he does.
Now, Stephen A. Smith and Molly actually responded back to Jemele Hill about their very light coverage, and here's what they said.
His comments from yesterday.
First order of business about his comments from yesterday. What I didn't like about what Dana White did was how he was speaking about, okay, what would you have happen? What do you want me to do? I don't think that was the thing to say. That's number one. But number two, I want to get into this because this is First Take and we don't run from issues and we ain't about to start now. And people who have implied that somehow, some way we run from issues or we soft soak stuff, I don't think they know what the hell they're talking about. So let me say, I'm speaking for myself. I'm not going to speak for you on that, Molly. I'm going to speak for myself. I've already stated for the record. Number one, I spoke to Dana White. Dana White knows exactly where I stand. He was wrong. You do not put your hands on a woman, period. Okay? I also said that Dana White deserves the same punishment he would hand down to one of his fighters.
Can I just say really quickly what I said after you said that?
Yes.
I said he deserves a stricter punishment than that because the role he plays, and it's a leadership role.
Right.
But people seem to forget that.
Yeah, they forgot that. They just conveniently forgot that. And the reason that I said that he deserves what he would hand down to other players, other fighters under his stewardship, is because somebody would get suspended for 6 months. Somebody would get suspended for a year. You see what I'm saying? Now, am I an advocate of cancel culture where you want him to lose his job? No. And I'm not apologizing for that.
Listen, man, I'm sorry, Stephen A., but everybody can see that you guys were running from this issue. We get it that ESPN works with the UFC, and you guys were actually told not to have very strong opinions or strong takes on this issue. But don't come on and lie to our face when you guys had a very short segment about this Dana White issue. But if this was anyone else, any other black athlete, you guys would have 24/7 coverage about this, and you would do multiple segments about this. Your colleagues are calling you out. It's okay to admit it, but don't lie to us. Tell me what you guys think about Stephen A's response. Do you guys think that they were running from this issue? Post comments below. Subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. I'll see you guys later.